Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is still uh, October 14, 2015. Uh, this is Muhammad Shaban, and the reason of this video is to talk to the Riverside Housing Authority. Now, let me just give you a history of what I discovered, and it's a fact. It's not some that you know conspiracy theory, or I am so angry and I am all bent out of shape. And no, this is actual events that took place, and all along, uh, didn't really hurt me in their point of view. It's not like they deny. And because every time I tell people about what took place, oh, we sorry. I am not sorry. Wallahi, I am not. Alhamdulillah, I am actually pleased to have the honor and the liberty and the chance to be there. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't know what's going on. And I wouldn't have the compassion for others, because we don't know if we are in a certain situation and we think that we are well taken care of and everything is good, and have good life, and and married and happily married, or economically stable, and socially everything's perfectly as we see it in soap opera and so on and so forth, then I wouldn't find out what the vast majority of people uh, are going through, and the crimes that is being committed against the masses. And I'm talking about state-sponsored crimes to indoctrinate them and infect them, and give them no other choice, and uh, intimidate them uh, to continue to commit the crimes and keep them in the status quo. It is, as they say, human trafficking. I don't know what the right term is, but to put them, to place them in the system. So it, slavery, slavery, colonizing, okay, to suck the blood out of them, the resources, and keep enslaving them. And, like the Pharaoh enslaved people and tell them that you got no other choice, because I am, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ رَبُّكُمُ الْأَعْلَى. I am your Lord. I own you, and you got no other choice but to be slaved and subjugated to all kind of crimes, heinous crimes, and you have no other choice. And don't you dare stand up or repel. Basically, that's what it is. Now, people always say that I am Mr. Right, and I wanted to control And someone reminded me, some good friend of mine, a brother, a Muslim brother, reminded me that sometimes the person that help others think or get that lordship that I am helping you because if I don't, you will die. You won't live. For instance, I am giving you a car because without me, you won't be able to do anything, you go anywhere, what have you. You know, like control, control, and thinking that, you know, with my generosity or that one generosity and work of charity or helping others, it makes them feel like they are really the people that the masakin, or the people that they are giving the help to. They won't make it uh, without their donations or help, or you know. And that in a way, uh, it is some that got to be looked at and thought of. However, standing up and talking in other people's behalf is totally different. It's totally different. Why? Because there is some people, they don't have these abilities, and the Islam people, they don't care. They don't care about, they don't care what they're gonna face to do this work for others and be in, you know, they don't care. I'm not saying don't care because they are, you know, careless individuals. And no, no, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wallahi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in control. Promote, promote. المؤمنين and enhance their abilities to do the right thing, to stand for others. Again, and that's why we are here until now, because goodness and al khair will prevail over evil and Satan with everything that comes with it. Now, again, I am not an imam, and I'm not alama or a scholar, and my knowledge is very little. However, I believe there is no deity but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La ilaha illallah. This is Aqidah at-Tawheed. Everything comes from there, from this foundation of Aqidah at-Tawheed. this is a total submission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is, as I know, my knowledge and my life and my iman, alhamdulillah, that this is the basic foundation of Islam. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. There is no deity, there is no lordship, there is no administration, there is no laws, there is nothing goes above La ilaha illallah. Why? Because if this foundation or this aqidah is not solid, then other forces and other aqidas, ideology is going to take over because of the weakness or the absence of that iman in our heart. We'll think that, oh man, I lost my job because my boss. I lost my kids because the government, the court or the county. I can't find a job because whatever. I got sick because, I took some kind of bad narcotics or what have you. This because there is nothing happen without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala permission. That's the basic knowledge of Islam. La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah. There is no deity, there is nothing. So if we go and live according to this principle, we don't have to force others, because this is a gift. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed upon those He pleases. Not some, if you do this and you do this and it's a mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that bestow upon who He wishes or please. Now let's go back. Let's go back to the housing authority. So when I seen the corruption, the system itself is designed to put people in these certain or different programs. The state, their interest is to keep all these programs open and have the recipients. It's very much like, cigarettes or let's talk about cigarettes. Nicotine addiction, and then quit smoking or get nicotine free. Okay? Being alcoholic and then recover from alcohol. Gambling and then gambling AA or what, GA or whatever you call it. Recover from this addiction. Sexual and prostitutions and all this, that big segment of, also it is generating. It's how the state control and how they keep people in the status quo, because in slavery, instead of ibadatullah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ibadatullah al-wahid al-ahad, then we infect them and we become their lord. And then go colonize the rest of the globe, and whoever most evil prevail. The Russians, the American, or the EU, or the British, the French, we go back, the Tatar, and the only La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. I don't know if I did that. I am myself confused. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. But this is basically what is been I've been at least discovering from being in the workforce, dealing with uh, Department of Industrial Relation, Workmen Comp Division, social services, being a single father with, Medicare and Medi-Cal and CalFresh or food stamps and general relief and cash aid and all of this. The court system, all courts, from the superior to the supreme. No, I didn't go to the Supreme Court yet. The highest I went to the district court, the 7th district court, state. It is all designed to victimize the masses and fraud them out of their livelihood and to protect the empire. To protect the empire. And whoever dare to expose them or blow a whistle, then every crime, they deploy everything, and it's mostly on the carrots and the stick. We'll give you, we'll give you this and we'll give you this. You want a non-profit? Okay, here. You want a mosque? Here. You want a church? Here. You want it to the .org, you want to go and be on this side and victimize people, will give you everything you want, and here, take a number, stay in line. And you want a White House, we'll build you one. You want a yacht, get you one. Helicopter, bodyguards, and a big drug empire, anything you want, buddy. Weapon of mass destruction, we'll give it to you. And we'll have you and, and say, okay, you go ahead. The civilized world. All right? That's it. Now, but you can't be coming and making noise and saying, oh, well, you guys are violating our rights, you guys are committing crimes, you can't do this. That's it. If you continue doing this, we, take everything away from you. But then if we if you still don't quit, a drone, rocket, a rocket will get you. Being a terrorist and investigator, as insurgent, and and the Muslim Brotherhood and all that, it didn't work. You didn't give us, you cover your tracks, so then boom, that's it. Which is ما يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا. Okay, so bring it on. Now, not to branch or anything, the county where I'm at when I got, the county of Riverside. Last apartment was rented by the Institute of Southland American Muslims. The city of Riverside, the county of Riverside, Landlord didn't have to do anything. The city and the county, they got together, and of course the county, the court, the superior court, the eviction uh, process. Uh, Detainee, what do you call it? Anyway, when they do the eviction, I've been through. I just get confused because it happened too many times. I don't know what is what. And now they said, oh well, let's go back to access to get you back within the housing, and then they wanted to deploy me, yeah, or employ me. No, not deploy me. They want to put me as a recipient on that new thing, which is anybody uh, try to sexually assault you or force you to perform some, uh, sickening, sickening. Now that's what they get in the big bucks, I guess. People getting, so they want to sign me in. Okay, the Skittles is becoming so old, you know, Skittles is not, Department of Mental Health and Alcohol and stuff like that. I don't know what they have, but they so they want to victimize people some other ways. Yeah, to get the funds and their names, and when I filed for in-home service support, they told me, oh, we have a big people in line, and I seen the people in line in the streets, homeless. That's the line that they're talking about, because everybody that goes to the social services or Department of Craziness, anywhere that the state or the county, people try to get help from anywhere, they are intimidated, pushed out aside, and bombarded with maybe 20 letters a week. Intimidate them and tell them, oh, you have to reapply, and you have to this, and you have to do this, and you have to do this, and it's a fraud, and it's imprisonment of 20 years in the federal prison and $150,000 penalty because you took. And again, I'm not saying that there is not. There is no fraud and there is people taking, and there is. But these people are working for the bosses that they're doing this, and it's mostly from the social services itself, or the state, or the county, or the sheriff department, from the government. From the government, the local and state and federal. So this, come on, man, they master this, and everybody else is just they serving their addiction. That's all, and getting intimidated, or we're gonna blackmail and so on and so forth. So it is within. So they have the office, County of Riverside Office on Aging. It's .org. The county give them their name, my name, and social everything. They give them everything they need. And here, this recipient is asking for in-home service support. You guys can get a lot of money on his, to send somebody to help him. Also, wheels and meals, and scooters. Everything has to do with anything has already been enterprised to the nonprofits, and all they do in the county is putting all this corrupted individual, and usually they are big corporation. You see, they wanted to bury the money, and they still wanted to con the federal government because the federal government is for conning. They all, you know, screwing each other. Sorry, but they're doing it to each other. Everybody is doing it to each other, and we are taking in the pants. There is people in the streets, people that they are victimizing and keeping in the status quo. Bottom line, fellas. Bottom line. And we can go debates, and we can go, YouTube and make movies and make, they do everything. Go to court and have attorney, a lawyer, yeah, everything. Well, that's it. We own you. It's it's our country, our colony. You guys don't have no, we conquer you, and we brought everybody from everywhere to build it and make it big, and then now you got no other choice. Otherwise, we'll deport you. Okay, I got to take this one. You gotta wait. Well, don't wait. Listen. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi, Mohammed.
Yes, who's
Hi,
this?
Mohammed.
Hi.
Hi, it's Jolene.
Sure.
Me?
Yes, yes. How are you?
I'm
What can I do for you?
I'm calling from your me a couple days ago about rescheduling an appointment.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Charlene. I must and I didn't know that it was you. How are you? I'm sorry. I
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Okay.
Um, back to you and see. It sounds like you're awful busy right now, but did you want to make another appointment?
Yes, please.
Okay. And let's see. How second? It's a Thursday. Would that work for you?
The third, yes, the third is fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said the 22nd. Is that the same date you're looking at?
Oh, the 22nd. Okay, I'm sorry because I am using my computer as a phone, and sometimes it kind of it
That's
gets.
okay.
Yes.
That's okay.
The 22nd.
And
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
And what?
The 11 o'clock is the 11 o'clock is good if it's
11?
yes.
Yeah. So the 22nd at 11.
Thank you, Jolene.
No problem. I'll see you soon.
Alrighty. Appreciate your call, huh?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, the 22nd. I just wanted to remind myself. Okay. Um, okay. Anyway, so that's what I was saying. So that the housing is not because you kick me out here and they point the it's what I got this that last one to be well I invited some people sometimes to stay there because it's my nonprofit and it's supposed to be helping homeless homeless folk like me to find a nice safe place to spend the night and have a breakfast or hot meal have a home so they can put their backpack in there and they can go do whatever they want to do during the day and then come back to a safe, nice, clean place to sleep. That's all. And instead of being out there and everybody saying, "Oh wow, yo, we're helping the homeless, feeding the homeless, we're gonna get rid of the homeless, we are homeless count, homeless this, homeless that, the vets, all these thousands of them everywhere, helping this and helping hands and killing, feed the children, kill all of them, all over. Like the governments everywhere else. getting paid. Well, do this and get the oil and get the gold, get the diamond, get the drugs, get the heroin, get, and just let's get it to the World Bank. So the Zionists can enjoy the liberty of controlling the whole globe, along with the Russians and the Chinese. Everybody's just trying to grab a bite. And then the Arabs and the Muslims and the Christians and the Shias and the Catholic and the Protestants and the Irish and
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته.
Alhamdulillah, see the adhan and we didn't hear it. My computer is going nuts. Sometimes it misses which speaker they're gonna mute. I have 4 different sounds. And they muted the adhan, but they didn't mute the dua after the adhan. I love them, man. They're so smart. Let's see how many speakers I have here. The mix. Yeah, all right, here is get the bad mixed. Where is it? Oh, I can't see it now. I'm trying to spy on them. All right, here. Speakers, HP, which is a computer right there. That's what it shows, the diagram. And then it has the system sounds applications, which is probably this one of them. And then the Islamic Finder Adhan software, that's another speaker. And then the Google Talk hangs out, which I have a supervisor, whatever, because I was about to call them. You see, so they don't wanna block this one, but they block the adhan. Then they say, oh, oops, that's the wrong one. They mute it and then say, oh, well, that's not the one we're trying to mute. Then they turn it on in the last minute. Alhamdulillah, I got the dua anyway, and I'm going to go, inshallah, and do the dhuhr prayers. Shukran. Barakallahu feekum. This is what I... And he said, we are not computer savvies. We're all not computer savvies. Now, all these simple apps that have always been Google now, they change everything, and then you get you go to a forum, call a friend, chat. Chat. Because the phone now is all recorded. So they don't want to talk to you. They say, oh, well, I don't have the, 3-4 hours yesterday with Google. Oh, no, go Google work.google.com/ I don't remember now. /some. Google for works. For non-profit, do you want to grad? Oh man, I love them. They're really very funny, very electronically advanced. They already got they got supercomputer now that they said I seen it that to know the whole universe, no, the whole globe, the whole earth, people on the earth, feelings. And they said that supercomputer on the 9/11 acted very warm. that supercomputer acted very worried. And all the needles were going up down crazy because of the 9/11 attack on Trade Center, that it was orchestrated by I don't know now. I'm again confused by the terrorist, the Saudi national, 19 of them. Anyway, this is crazy. I mean, we should be, pursuit of happiness for all people. Pursuit of happiness. I'm trying to pursue a happiness for the last 61 years and few days, 2 weeks. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video about I don't know if it really gonna do us any good, because everybody, they know everything. They know who does what. They know who does what. And the only thing that really it's evil when you do children the way you doing children in this country, in the land of the free. Children, okay, babies, little children, right? Just because of the mighty dollar that it has on it. In God we trust. Everybody else pay cash, punks. Anyway, alrighty. That's it. So the homelessness, the Department of Department of Plantation, the Department of Craziness, the Department of Injustice, the Department of Unfair Housing and Unfair Employment, the Department of what else? Anything that has to do with the state or the federal government is corrupted to the gills. And again, this is life experience, not only for, who cares? Muhammad Shaban is one individual who gave, really, for people that they can do what I am doing right now. And you go anywhere, fellas, in any economic setting. Doesn't matter whether wealthy family, whether are poor in poverty, whether they are educated or not. It does not matter. All right? It is done across the board as long as we gonna rob them out of their livelihood. That's it. That's how the system works. All right, but keep them in the status quo to keep generating the funds. People that they are, they supposed to be, doesn't matter what the professors in the universities and MBAs and master degree and scientists and everything. Well, they get to a certain time that they need the medical treatment because for terminal illnesses and Alzheimer's and amnesia and all diabetes, heart disease, everything. And guess what? They are put in the same place as someone does not have anything, and they become an account. The difference, though, those are maybe making, they're getting 30, 40, 100,000, in their treatment, but these people are they getting 500,000 or $1 million or what have you for the shorter period of time, right? And it's working, and the doctors and the people that they're working for, for the state and the federal, the MP whatever W whatever report. Oh yeah, she said that okay, God, la hawla astaghfirullah azim. The experts. Oh yeah, no, he's that's before it's not because he's working there and the all these crimes being committed against millions of people. Well, in this particular place, thousands of people, plantation, you know, and all well, no, let's not these crimes. Oh, there is a statute of limitation. Oh, yeah, he has a speeding ticket. That's why. How many speeding tickets did you get? And that's why. And the state is the one doing the crimes, fellas. The insurance company does not have to do anything. Does not. Wallahi. And the lawyers and everybody's, and the judges sitting there, and everybody, they have a certain code of conduct. Victimize people. And then they may believe that you are, experts and, people that they have to be worshipped and bow and prostrated before. You punks! Anyway, I'm sorry. The honorable. Honorable. Anyway. That's it. And, yeah. Okay. And I'm not saying that because I am in America, because here it's lighter than anywhere. It's lighter than anywhere else, and they don't come and shoot you right there when they have a مباحث امن الدولة will come and they just smoke you. You take your dog, and what if you don't have any children or anybody to torture, they will take anything. Oh, he بيقول لا إله إلا الله. He's a terrorist. And we have the right to exterminate. No, not exterminate. Teach them a lesson. الفراعنة لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. It's happening. It's happening everywhere. At least the United States of America is just kind of shy about it. They still have some خشة. Wallahi. Okay. They still allow people to, لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Anyway, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because Islam might come from here. I heard the Sheikh Kishk say something about the ayah or the hadith that Islam came as a strange and hidden message, and it will become so in the end of time. But how Sheikh Kishk explained it is that the foreign from the Arabs or the foreigners are the one they're gonna bring Islam back. Like Europeans and Russians and Chinese and not the Arabs that they are putting it in action block. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Anyway, يلا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I just wanted to make that video, and You know who I am, where I'm at. Delaware. Assalamu alaikum. I don't know if I have to disclose my location because these computers are very smart. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.